which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Bill? All right, we're going to do introduction of commissioners and staff. I'll start to my left.
Bill O'Brien, public member.
Suze Wallen, city member.
Vito Chiesa, county member.
Charlie Gokin, alternate city member.
Jamie Eggers, alternate public member.
Javier Camarena, assistant executive officer.
Sarah Lettle-Penny, executive officer.
Sean Whitehead, county council.
Jennifer Vieira, commission clerk.
Terrific. And just notification that everyone will be participating who's sitting up here tonight, right? No?
Not me.
You guys are public. I think you're sitting in for the supervisor, because we had a supervisor slot.
They won't let me do that anymore.
That's it. All right. We're going to move on to the public comment period. It's an opportunity to speak on anything that is not on today's posted agenda. We ask you that you keep your comments to 3-minute limit, and we are not allowed to speak, necessarily speak back to you on any issue or respond. I do have one speaker card. You don't have to fill out a speaker card, but we're going to start with Milt Treeweiler. Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, commissioners, staff, ladies and gentlemen. Milt Treeweiler, lifetime Stanislaus County resident. To make good decisions, we need to have good information. You must get out of this valley so you can explore other states and countries before you can make good decisions regarding farmland in Stanislaus County. I managed to make 3 trips this year and see 8 different states. I started with Arizona, and I basically had talked about that before. There's basically no farmland in Arizona that compares to anything we have here. They can grow alfalfa, they can grow crops, as long as you only need soil about 12 inches deep. You can grow crops there. But other than that, you're in trouble. The next state I went into was Oregon, and Oregon does have some good agricultural land in the center. Not a lot of stuff like we have, no almonds, but they do have some growing there. You go into Nevada, there's absolutely nothing. You're not going to see or grow anything in Nevada. You go into Utah, the next state over, it's a beautiful state, an absolutely beautiful state, very colorful structural rock formations, but you can't grow anything there, other than maybe alfalfa. You know, that can grow just about anywhere. It's 3 inches of soil. But we have something much better than that here. We know that. Okay, you go into Nebraska, you go into Iowa. That's where I was going, visiting relatives in Iowa. What do you see in Iowa? That's the breadbasket of our nation. And yes, it is full of farmland. And they have that farmland in crops. They have 2 crops. They have corn and they have soybeans. They rotate the 2 crops. Obviously, they can grow alfalfa, they can grow wheat, they can grow oats. But those are the 2 crops they're growing there. There's no almonds there. And I had a great time telling the people there as I was visiting, we grow 80% of the almonds in the world here in Stanislaus County. But what I'm emphasizing is, before you can make good decisions, you actually need to travel to different states. If you're not seeing other areas, if you just stay in this valley, you're going to think, well, yes, this whole valley is farmland. Well, we also know that south of Stanislaus County, we have to fallow or take out of production up to 1 million acres of land that has almonds on it. Our almond land here in Stanislaus County is going to be priceless because no one else is going to have it, and we're still going to be selling almonds because we have Blue Diamond, we have other good producers right here in our county. So it's imperative that you protect this land. And we know there's an abundance of poor soils and wastelands in California for the developers to build houses on, like the Altamont Area Pass, the area east of Oakdale. There's also that large landmass area west of Patterson along I-5. Lots of good, worthless land there to build houses, warehouses on, anything you want. And we have east of Fairfield, all the way along Highway 12 to Rio Vista. That's a long distance. We could probably put, oh, sorry, looks like I'm over. The point is, you really need to get out and see what's going on in the world before you condemn the best farmland in the world by developing it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mel. Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Barney or Dave? No? All right. Seeing none, I'll close the public comment period. Item 3 is correspondence. We do have a few correspondence that people can look through. We'll move on to the consent items. A through D. Are there any consent items any board member or commissioner would like to pull? Anyone want to comment on anything? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for the consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 4-0. Moving on to item 6 is a public hearing. It is LAFCO application 2025-03, secured space change of organization to the Keys Community Services District.
Good evening, Javier Camarena with LAFCO. The item being discussed this evening should be a fairly quick presentation. The item being considered is LAFCO application number 2025-03, secured space change of organization to the Keys CSD. The proposed project is a request to annex 4.73 acres to the Keys Community Services District in order to provide water service to an existing mini storage facility. The project site is located at 5024, 5028, and 5030 Road in the Keys area between Esmar and Faith Home Roads. This is just an aerial of the project site. You can see the self-storage operation there on the aerial. It's located right there adjacent to the Star Point subdivision, Highway 99, right there in the northern area of Keys. In 2024, Stanislaus County approved a general plan amendment and rezone application for secured space self-storage to allow for the storage facility. In addition, the site also includes 7 residential units, and the project included a condition of approval requiring that the site annex to the Keys CSD. In accordance with Cortese-Knox-Hertzberg Act, the Commission must consider several factors when evaluating a change of organization. Some of the factors evaluated include population, growth, local plans and policies, impacts to agriculture and services. A discussion of these factors can be found on pages 2 through 5 of the staff report. As a result of evaluating all of the required factors, the project is consistent with local plans and regulations. The district is able to provide services to the site. The site is also within the district's sphere of influence, and the proposal will provide a more defined boundary as a result of the annexation. Also, pursuant to government code, the Commission may waive the protest proceedings if the following apply. First is that the territory is uninhabited. All owners of the affected territory have given written consent, and no agency has opposed the waiver of protest. All of these conditions have been met. Therefore, the Commission may waive protest proceedings. Staff's recommendation can be found on page 6 of the staff report, which includes approval of the annexation. That approval would find that the proposal is consistent with state law and LAFCO policies and procedures. It would certify that the Commission has considered the environmental documentation and waives the protest proceedings. This concludes my presentation, and staff is available for questions.
Thank you very much. Javier, any questions?
Yeah, just one. You said it included 7 residential units, but they're uninhabited?
No, the site is uninhabited as defined in government code, which would require 12 or more residents. There's 7 units, but according to the application, there's less than 7, registered voters on the site. That would be the definition of uninhabited.
Okay.
I know it's a little confusing, but that's what it means.
Okay, any other questions? And you can
I
ask
have the same
questions.
question.
Yeah,
Sorry, it was registered voters.
yeah, okay. If no more questions from the dais, we're going to go ahead and open up the public hearing. Jessica? That's it. Okay, I'm going to close the public hearing. Seeing nothing, bring it back to the board for action.
Make a motion to accept staff recommendations and approve.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it passes 4-0. Public hearing. On to item Item 7, other business, none. Commissioner comments. Dr. Wright, Commissioner comments? Please.
Just briefly, I wanted to state for the record that I did participate in webinar number 2 that Cal LAFCO put on August the 7th regarding the Brown Act.
Perfect. And I know there's been, the chairwoman wants to have a LAFCO 101. We're talking about it, so we're going to try to get that on the schedule in the near future when we can all make it. That would be really good. And then I also want to identify that on the project, Riverwalk project, I had originally gone out to the Agers facility with the attorney and myself, and then I just went out with Bill Berryhill a couple weeks ago with the attorney myself, just to see the site. So now I've seen both sides of the site. Really no questions or anything, just to go visually see it. And I just wanted to self-identify. So, yeah, please.
I'll just make one comment that I really appreciate, Jamie, that you report that you did the training. The Brown Act is, Ralph Brown was from Modesto, assemblyman from Modesto. His daughter, Valerie Pearson, just lives around the corner from me. I've met with her individually, and I really am a strong proponent of the Brown Act. Not everybody feels that way, but from what I understand, when she describes what happened back in the day when her dad saw how business and government was done, he knew something needed to change, and that's why he brought that forward. And so I really appreciate that you took that seriously and attended. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Item 9, additional matters at the discretion of the chair, none. On to item 10, executive officers report.
Yes, just giving an update on the Sierra Point annexation that was approved by the commission at the last meeting. We do have a protest hearing scheduled for September 18th. The staff will be holding that hearing, and then hopefully we'll know shortly thereafter the outcome of the annexation itself and whether we can record it. We were looking for a future meeting to schedule the LAFCO 101. We noted that some commissioners would be absent at our September meeting, so we're going to reschedule that for another date. We'd recommend canceling the September meeting. We have some business items that will roll over to October. We're currently working on an annexation application from the city of Modesto, and we're also anticipating a couple of district annexation applications in the coming months. That's all.
All right. Thank you. Any questions of Sarah? All right. Seeing none. Next meeting is, so do we have to take action to cancel?
No, but we would just announce that the next meeting would be October 22nd.
Okay, so the next meeting is October 22nd. There's nothing else for the good of the order. This meeting is adjourned.